watching Let's Chat.
Let me ask you a question. Have you or a member of your family been involved in a car crash at some point? Yeah, most of us have. There are certain things you should do and certain things you probably shouldn't do. And to address that, it is Nathan Evans. Nathan is with Watermark Keith. First of all, Nathan, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
The percentage of people in wrecks nowadays seems to be getting higher and higher and higher. In a nutshell, what are the first few steps that we should do if we are in a car crash?
That's a great question. First, immediately after it happens, you need to check to make sure there's no injuries in the car, or if there are, make sure you're especially attentive to those people who need help immediately.
Right.
You want to call the police and make sure they come and help you with the situation. If you feel comfortable, you can exchange insurance information with the other driver, but you want to make sure that that's safe to do.
After you establish that there are no injuries, or at least none right off the bat, everybody's nerves are on edge when they're in a car crash, and it doesn't matter whether it's a minor fender bender or a really big wreck. And the higher the emotion, the lower the intelligence every time. So what are some other things that maybe we should not do in that case?
You definitely want to avoid admitting fault. Okay?
Right.
And you want to make sure that you're careful about the things that you say. You want to stick to the facts.
For example?
Oh, for example, you want to be sure that you're not assuming anything about what happened. Only say what you saw, what you might have heard, and don't go beyond that.
And if we do have, obviously, a situation where there are no injuries, a minor fender bender, and of course here in Chattanooga lately, it's the police are not responding to every single crash. But if you feel as it is important for the police to come out there for the report, you can request for that to happen, correct?
Absolutely. And I do want to point out that if there are injuries, you absolutely need to make sure that the police respond so that they can help get attention, medical attention to those people who need it.
What about if we're in a wreck and we are injured? No matter if you don't feel like everything's hunky-dory, you should probably go ahead and have yourself checked out anyway, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's so important to make sure that you get medical attention as quickly as possible. We don't know everything about our bodies. We know how our bodies feel, but there are trained medical professionals who can help us evaluate what care and treatment we need.
Those soft tissue injuries, I think that's what they're calling it now, they cannot show up immediately, and they may show up 4 or 5 days later. So it is very important that you do get yourself checked out thoroughly, whether it's through your regular doctor, physician, or even a trip to the emergency room.
Couldn't agree more.
And what about the financial aspects of that? Say I'm in a wreck and I don't think I'm hurt, but I want to go have it checked out, yet I don't want to have to pay for it. There's a process to get that recovered back into your pocket, right?
Absolutely. One thing you want to make sure that you do is you contact your own insurance company after the wreck.
Right.
You want to make sure they're aware of what's going on. You also want to make sure that where possible, if you have health insurance, that you use your own health insurance for those injuries as well.
There's a lot of steps to take and a lot of pitfalls that you definitely want to avoid. How do we get in touch with you to find out more information about this, as well as the other legal services that Watermark Keith provides?
Well, thanks for asking. The best way to get in touch with us is to contact us. Go online and look at wkfirm.com. You can click on our main number there. If you give us a call, we can get a free consultation set up immediately.
Right.
And we'd be happy to help any way we can.
Again, the website, wkfirm.com. That's wkfirm.com. Nathan Evans, thanks so much for joining us. Stick around. We're going to be talking about how you can help out the Hunter Worley Foundation. We'll have that when we return.